Hey, what's up, champions? Welcome to Growth Mode. I'm your host, Donnie Boivin, the CEO and founder of Success Champions. And if you guys haven't checked out the Badass Business Summit, go check it out. Phenomenal summit happening in September 25th through the 27th. Just go to badassbusiness.com for more details. Hanging out with me, as always, my buddy Kevin Snow, the sales and automation tactician and genius. Kevin, what the heck are we talking about today?
Hey, Donnie. So today we're going to talk about something that we hear from clients all the time. And they will regularly come up to us and say, hey, Donnie, hey, Kevin, we're getting ready to hire salespeople. How should we do it? And we're going to talk about why outsourcing your sales is absolutely the worst thing you can do for your business as a small business.
Love it, dude. This is the funniest thing. I mean, I can't tell you, and Kevin, you've run across it. People come up to us and they're like, dude, I'm so bad at sales. I just need to hire a salesperson and let them go do it. And what they don't understand is it's a surefire way to run your business straight in the ground and lose everything you freaking have. And here's why. If you cannot sell, you can't teach somebody else how to be successful in your business. You don't know how to coach them. You don't know how to motivate them. You don't know how to push them. You don't know how to drive them. You don't know how to help them overcome problems and issues. And you literally put the success of your business in somebody else's hands. It's dumb. It is absolutely the dumbest idea in the world. I'm not saying that you can't outsource it eventually, and you can't bring on salespeople eventually, but you absolutely gotta sell. Kevin?
Yeah, I completely agree. When I would work with clients on launching sales processes and sales programs, if the CEO hadn't been out selling and couldn't answer my questions, I wouldn't help them. I would politely back out and put them in touch with someone who could actually help them figure out how to sell. Because there's no foundation to bring a salesperson on. Everyone, for some reason, small business owners have this idea that because a salesperson sold one product really well, they can just come into a company and just go out and replicate what they did. And that's not how it works. That salesperson sold that product really well, most likely because that company gave them a ton of training and taught them how to do it. And then they applied it to how they sold. So they had a foundation to build on. Small businesses are like, hey, come in and you need to sell. Why didn't you close anything? Hey, how about you give me some tools and help me figure out how to actually even get into a client? And it's surprising how many small business people don't comprehend how sales actually works.
Yeah, I mean, and some of these guys and gals, I don't mean to get sexist or anything, but some of these people can come into the company and eventually figure out how to sell your stuff, right? If they have the DNA makeup that allows them to get punched in the face over and over enough, and they have a long enough runway, they'll find success. But
well, even with a developed training program, the runway for a salesperson to be at 100% firing at full pistons or full throttle is still 12 months.
Yeah, I agree. I would even push it to some to 18.
Depending on the complexity of the sale,
Yep.
Totally. But if you don't give them even a basic, hey, here's the process, here's how we close a deal, that runway is, easily 18 months before they're going to be hitting the numbers you want them to hit.
Well, and it's because, they've got to come into your company and develop an entire system if you don't have one already, and the idea of putting that responsibility on somebody else just drives me up a fucking wall. And the reason is think about it. Your business is going to succeed to the level of you being able to go do business development. And if you can't do that business development and you're like, I'm just a techie guy, or I'm just the creative, I'm just the whatever, the behind the scenes person, then I mean, you literally handed your business to somebody else and say, please, please, support my family for me. Please, take care of everything for me. It drives me fucking bonkers.
Well, and the other thing is they will normally want that salesperson to be straight commission.
Yeah, that's the other thing is I can't sell my own shit, but would you come in here and I'm not going to pay you anything, but you could eventually make a lot of money, with this process. Could you come in here and build this whole thing out for me so I can sit back and do my creative shit or whatever it is?
Yeah. Can you come in and feed both our families
Right.
for me?
Because I can't do it. Would you do it for me? And,
Yeah.
there is a beauty in going through and figuring out how to sell your stuff. And part of it is this is your stuff. Whatever you're selling is your creation. It's your service, your product, your whatever. You're the most knowledgeable motherfucker on that product, service, and everything else. You need to go have conversations with people. And the reason people suck at sales in general is because they're worried about what the asshole they're sitting across from is going to say to them. And literally somebody is going to allow rejection or being rejected be the reason their whole business, their livelihood, their family's not taken care of because they're worried about what somebody else thinks about them.
We had one of my clients back when I started Time on Target, was doing the more of the consulting and program rehabs type stuff, was a fire company, fire suppression, they went into businesses and set up the whole fire detector system for them, and all the flames, halon gas and all that fun stuff. Their CEO sold as much in a month as their entire team.
Yeah.
And they had some really good salespeople that were putting up, busting quota. And he was selling as much as all of them put together.
Yeah. And
it frustrated the salespeople. They're like, you need to give us those leads. I'm like, why? If you want, you go out, sell them. It's...
Yeah, that's a broke-minded salesperson that says, hey, give us all those leads. No, motherfucker, go create your own book of business.
This is I'm like, he owns this company.
Right.
It's much better for him to sell it than you, just from a margin standpoint, because he's not getting paid commission.
Right.
On it.
And business owners, you guys need to hear that. The CEO was the top dog. You should be the top dog in your company.
Oh, and he took pride in it. He loved when he kicked the sales team's ass and could go and say, "Hey, I outsold all of you. Why do I have you?"
Right? And what you need to wrap your head around is, as you're in the marketplace, no matter what you're doing, you're selling your shit. You better be fucking talking to people. You better be freaking out there telling people about what you do. I mean, if you're just sitting at home curled up under a fucking blanket, then go get a job working for somebody else. The idea that a salesperson's going to save and fix your business so you can do only the creative shit or whatever else, you're dying. Your business is going to die. Get out of business. Don't be an entrepreneur. Don't be a business owner, and just get out of the fucking game.
As a business owner, there are days that I just really would like to be curled up under a blanket.
Yeah.
Just saying. So, but no, you're absolutely right. The business owners got to be out there doing stuff. They can't be hiding in their office. They need to be interacting. They either need to be out networking, they need to be talking to other business owners, they need to be doing the business development stuff. Even if they're to the point where they are, they're still closing deals, but they want to offload some of that, they still need to be out and building the company brand. They're the face.
Yep.
You can't be the face of a company and not be out interacting with people.
Yeah, so, I mean, when to wrap your head around it is... most salespeople are going to come work for you anyways. They're going to go, how quickly can I get to $100,000, right? That's always seems to be that first question is, how much money can I make? And the response from business owners most of the times is, as much as you want to. Sky's the limit. You can make any... Right, but the truth is the matter is that salesperson probably can't make jack shit because you can't get them to that level. You can't teach them how to do it. So you got to go get punched in the face yourself. You got to go screw this shit up, and you got to proactively start selling.
Yeah, you need to understand how to sell. You need to be able to understand how to impart that knowledge on your salespeople when you do bring them on. But then you also have to have the support structure in place to help that salesperson succeed. When I would work with clients on launching new sales teams, we looked at the back end piece a lot. Because salespeople think, well, it's just salespeople take jobs based on money. Well, yes, but that's not only it. They're looking at, hey, what kind of programs do you have in place to help me sell? Am I having to do order entry? What is all the crap I'm going to have to do that's going to slow me down? So that you have to look at all that stuff too. It's not just hiring a salesperson. You also need to maybe have some sales admin or some sort of office support to do stuff for them. That's going to add on additional cost to you as a business owner. So you need to be already firing on all cylinders. I don't know what's with me today and all the mechanical metaphors, but hey, you have to, as a business owner, you have to be selling your ass off already and be at the point it's like, I can't keep selling like this and do my stuff. I actually need to offload things and be at that point of business development to bring on that salesperson, because you're actually going to hire two people, sales and someone to help them and do all their crap.
For sure. And I think that's a great way to wrap this one up, is to literally think about that. When you get to the point to where you need somebody to manage all the sales you have coming in and help you make sure those things get taken care of and done, now you can start thinking about bringing on a salesperson. And Kevin's right. You're going to hire a inside salesperson or a CSR, customer service rep, or an office manager, or somebody else that's going to help you so you can stay selling. When you get to that point, and after you've hired that first person, now you can look at actually start outsourcing your sales process and bringing in salespeople. So don't outsource until you've hired that operational person to help you manage the day-to-day of the business. So, as always, guys, if you got any value out of this episode, do us a favor and subscribe, follow. If you're on YouTube, ding the bell, and so you get notified when our episodes come up. New episodes air every Wednesday and Saturday. So, appreciate you guys. Keep rocking and rolling, and we'll catch you on the flip side. See ya.